Hey everybody, welcome back to Race of History. I said yesterday that I was gonna throw in one of the new Sabaton songs in between the Sabaton history episodes for Soldier of Three Armies. I'm going to do Sabaton-Lady of the Dark. The reason is because there's not a Sabaton history episode for it yet, so I wanted to do a song where I wouldn't fall behind on Sabaton histories, not immediately doing part three for Soldier of Three Armies. So, this is what we're going to do today, and then the next video that I get out will be part three for the Sabaton history series. But this is from the new album, The War to End All Wars, I believe is what it's called. And I've done a handful of songs off of there, but this is one I haven't heard, and so I'm anxious to get into it. Sabaton-Lady of the Dark.
On that metal shining light, lost in time, returning to the light. Bowing for this lady fights for life. Soul sister, raise your hand for the lady of the dark. Soldier with no will to kill, with a philanthropic heart. Break the norm, she's the girl in uniform. Fighting side by side with men, she will fight until the end.
Okay, so I love the like drops in the music, right? So as it's going, it has the da da, and then it kind of like goes out for a second and then comes back in. I feel like that's kind of an interesting twist on how they normally do songs. Also, they are batting 1,000 on this album. Like I have not heard a song off of it yet that isn't awesome, right? I have not heard. I mean, they're so good. Going into songs, normally I try to, I try to go in completely blind, not knowing what it's about, and or maybe having an idea what it's about, depending on the subject, but like not going and reading anything beforehand, just kind of going into the song blind. But for this one, I kind of was going through my brain to think of who it could possibly be about in context of this album, and I had no idea. I mean, I couldn't even give a half-hearted guess of who it could possibly be, and so I did read a little bit before starting this song just for kind of a little bit of a backstory, right? So this woman, she fought in the two Balkan Wars and then World War One. She fought in place of her brother. She is, as far as I have read, probably the most decorated female in history, right? In the history of warfare, as far as medals are concerned. Really, really kind of a crazy story, and I'm shocked that I had never heard of her before. And I mean, I had never ever heard of her. So this is cool, and this is honestly, this is half the reason why I like Sabaton. Like, besides the great music and all that, they pick subjects. Not all. Obviously, I know some about some of their songs, but sometimes they have songs where the subject is something that either they go in a totally different direction than what I would have thought, or it's about something that I don't really know very much about or know nothing about. The Heroes album was that way. They're good at doing that in bringing new information up and making me think. So it's one of the reasons why I really like them. But yeah, her story is incredible, and obviously this song is great. That right there, that like where the drums go and then it cuts off for a second and then it comes back in. I love that.
Like to be respected and to change her brother's fate. Took a bullet to earn her freedom and a place among the stars. And she served the Iron Squadron, served the toughest of them all. No fear of dying, for the front line she was born. Sacrifice, she took her brother's place. War to war, a place where she belonged. Raise your hand for the lady of the dark, soldier with no will to kill with a philanthropic heart. Break the norm, she's the girl in uniform, fighting side by side with men. She will fight until the end.
That guitar.
Don't fear the reaper, don't fear the war. She spared the life of brothers. She'll fight for honor, she'll fight for life. A lady goes to war. Raise your hand for the lady of the dark. Raise your hand for the lady of the dark, soldier with no will to kill with a philanthropic heart. Break the norm, she's the girl in uniform, fighting side by side with men. She will fight until the end.
Man, that might be my favorite song that I've heard so far from the new album. I really, really liked that song. Um, we go through a lot of Sabaton songs on here, and there's a lot of them that I really, really like. But I'm trying to think specifically of the new album and the songs I've heard. I'm pretty sure this is my favorite that I've heard off of there. Really, really great song, great story. Story that I hadn't heard of. I so hope they put out a Sabaton history for this at some point because obviously, their Sabaton history videos are great, and I want to learn more about this woman, right? Dan Carlin has this thing where he talks about how everything is shrouded in the mist of history, right? And even the people that you know things about, you're getting kind of a twisted perspective from a group or a person that didn't like them or a person that loved them. And so you're like, is this really real? And it's just really hard to contextualize through that mist of history. But some people shine so brightly through that mist that it's impossible to miss them, right? These kind of characters are just awesome to learn and study about. Even though some of them are not super well known, their stories are just incredible. So, really great song, really great story. Loved all of this. Part 3 for the Sabaton history of Soldier of Three Armies will be out probably in the next day or so. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Help me keep building the channel over here. I will put the link to the Discord down below if you all want to join and continue these conversations over there. And with all that being said, I will see you all next time.